Namaste, Linda here. So I'm going to teach Kapalabhati. So it's another Kriya. Sometimes it's a Pranayama, but our teacher calls it a Kriya. It's a preparation for breathing. So some of the usefulnesses of this practice is that it opens the nostrils, both the nostrils, before you start doing things like Nadi Shodhana or some other breathing techniques. And it opens the lungs and it cleans the lungs. If you have your period or you're pregnant, or even if you have heart conditions, you shouldn't do this practice. Okay, so let's get started. So you come and sit on something. So I usually use a blanket folded like this. But it depends on the opening of your hips and how easy it is for you to sit up straight. So you could also sit on a chair or a stool, or this is actually for sitting, but I find that just a little bit too high for me. So let's do this without any air in the body first, just to understand the way the body is pumping. So you're going to take it, let me show first. So you exhale all the air out of the body. You place the hand below the navel. So my navel is here, so my hand is really quite low. And I exhale all the air out, and then you're going to see I'm going to pump the belly inwards. And then I take an inhale gently. You shouldn't be gasping at the end of that. So it's very different from Agnisara. Agnisara, you're pumping the belly, but you're pushing outwards. Okay? Now we're pulling in and up with the pump. Okay? So you can go ahead and try this. I'll do one more with you or to show you. So the idea is to, if you hold the breath, it's easier to feel the rhythm of the Kapalabhati. That's not the practice itself, okay? Because we're going to concentrate on the exhale, which is like this. But just to understand the way the belly moves with the rhythm, it's sometimes easier to learn without actually breathing. So let's try one more. So you exhale all the air out of the body from the bottom up through the lungs and through the nose. Hand is below the navel, and then you start to pump, pulling it in, like this, okay? And then when you feel like you're going to start straining, before you start to strain the breathing, you inhale smoothly, okay? So that you're never doing this kind of thing, gasping. Okay, so if that feels kind of comfortable for you, then the next thing you do is we're going to keep one hand below the navel, the other hand 10, 15 centimeters under the nose, because you should feel this kind of fast breathing with the exhale out through the nose. You don't really pay attention to the inhale. The inhale will just happen naturally. Okay, so let me show you one of those. So the hand is below, one hand is 10, 15 centimeters under the nose. Exhale fully. Inhale. And then you breathe in you release when you're ready. So you should feel it fast on the hand, the air fast. And in between these pumps, you don't want to have the belly contracted during the whole time. So something that can happen is, I'll try to show that. So something that can happen is that you're kind of keeping the belly firm in the whole time, so that you're not ever letting the belly kind of relax and then you don't get enough of an inhale. And when you don't get enough of an inhale, that can cause you to feel dizzy. If you don't get the belly to relax in between, then it can cause cramping in the belly. So let's see if I can show you. This is the wrong way. So exhale, inhale, let this expand. It's kind of hard to do the wrong way now that I've learned the right way. For years I did it the wrong way. But I don't know if I could demonstrate that, but I could feel definitely that it was just completely contracted the whole time instead of having this relaxation in between. So it's like relax, 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 relax. So if you are just learning this, it's really much better to learn at that rhythm that I just showed now. So I've been doing Kapalabhati for years. I've been taught it, not when I first started Ashtanga, but quite early on. And I was doing it wrong the whole time because I would always feel dizzy and I didn't even understand that this isn't what you should be feeling. And then when I learned from Tiwari, then he explained it better and I understood that the pelvic floor should be really lifting with those exhales. The whole pelvic floor is lifting and the lower belly is what is initiating the movement. You don't want the whole chest to be moving. And you feel when you get it really well done, you feel like even you can feel it in the lower back buttocks area. So I'm going to show you again, and just in case if you're breathing right now and you're noticing that one nostril feels kind of blocked, a little trick that I usually like to, if I'm having that problem with one nostril being blocked, I like to do this trick during Kapalabhati so that when I start things like Nadi Shodhana, it doesn't feel like one nostril, I can't get enough air in. So you just take a little towel and you roll it into this little tube like this, and let's say my left nostril is blocked, I'm going to put it under my right armpit close up, and then I close my arm over that and I squeeze it hard. Okay, so it's a little bit strange, but for some reason it works. Tiwari taught us this and I even asked him, like, why is that working? And he didn't really have an answer, but it works, so that's all we need to know. So you would hold this under your armpit, and then let's do it like this again. If you're new to it, it'll help you get the technique. So I usually like to exhale fully, hold Mula Bandha, inhale, holding Mula Bandha, and then do one pump, and then continue from there. So it would be like this. So you only need this if you've got a blocked nostril. So once you feel like this is working for you, where you can do 20 or 30 pumps and it feels quite comfortable, there's no cramping happening, and the rhythm is a rhythm, it's not sporadic, then you can maybe remove the hands and put the hands on the knees in any comfortable position. Doesn't matter which position, whichever position feels more natural for you. And then you try again. So, and I also like to keep my eyes closed because when my eyes are closed, I can really focus more inwardly. So, exhale. Inhale, let the lower belly open a little bit, but keep the pelvic floor. So let's do 2 more like this. So I'm only going to do a pumping of 20 and slowly over time, not like, oh, today I do 20, tomorrow I do 25, the next day I do 30. I would really have a very solid practice first, like do 20 for 5-7 days, and then do 25, and slowly work up. Otherwise, each day you're going to do different amounts. Okay, so 2 more rounds. Exhale fully from the bottom. Inhale. And you can go slower than what I'm doing. Okay, so take a couple breaths in between. And when you're ready, exhaling. And that's it for Kapalabhati. You can put this into your daily routine. It's called the King of Kriyas. So I think that means it's something good to work on. Namaste. Have a good day.